Right, hey, we just got finished making these and I'm going to show you how to make these today. These are apple pie filling chimichanga triangles. We call them Chimi-Triangles. I know some people call them samosas, whatever. You know what? They're not a samosa. I didn't know about it. I've been doing this for about 15 years, maybe longer. These are amazing, and we'll be back in a second, man. All right, so now we're going to be putting, I diced the apples. These are 2 Fuji apples, like we had talked about before. And I'm going to put a tablespoon and a half of lemon juice. Freshly squeezed, all that. And give it a little mix. Get everything coated while we get everything else ready. And we'll be putting some other stuff in there. Just get it all on there so it don't start to turn brown on you while you're prepping stuff. All right, we'll be back. All right, hey. So here we are. We had put that lemon juice in here. It's all mixed up. And we're gonna add the other ingredients right now, the ones we talked about earlier. All right, so we're gonna put 1/4 cup of light brown sugar, and that's just to start with. So we're gonna mix that up a little, get that kind of well coated with it. It'll start to kind of melt down with the juices that are in there and all the goodies. And I had already put a pinch of salt in here earlier. Just a little pinch off. I didn't film that part, but I did, okay? So we're gonna do like that, and we're gonna add more brown sugar in just a second as it's cooking, but for now, that's what I kind of coat it with, get a little something going on. Then I got my 1/4 cup of cinnamon and a teaspoon of nutmeg, all right? So get that in there, okay? Get that all mixed up. I let it sit for about 5 minutes or so. So while I'm letting it sit, this is what you kind of want to just get it all coated in there. And then we're going to get that, like I said, we'll probably be putting more sugar in there as we go. But that's what we'll be doing. We'll be back in just a second, start cooking. All right, we got the butter in here. I just got this on. Go about medium heat. If you need to adjust it up or down, you'll notice. Got the butter in here. Just mixing this up. Not sure the amount. I guess it's about almost 1/4 of a stick. It might be 1/5 of a stick. I'm not sure how to measure that. So I got that in there. Let that just start. And then we can get our mix in here. Let me see here. There we go. Get that cooking. Go for a couple minutes. Get that coated fairly well with the butter and get it all mixed in there. You say, oh man, that's a lot of stuff going on. Nah, got the juices of the apples happening, all that. It'll caramelize and all the goodies. If I can have my, I'll be back in just a second. All right, so I'm gonna put the lid on here after I got that in there like I had like that. Get the lid on here, just on medium low. Check it every 4 or 5 minutes. Should be fine. Like I said, just make sure you make the adjustment a little down. Make sure here. Yeah, like I said, about medium. So, be back in about 3-4 minutes, and I'll check it and spin it around and all that good stuff, all right? All right, hey, it's been about 4 or 5 minutes, right about 4.5 minutes, actually. See how these are doing. They're doing good, just like they're supposed to. Just cooking down, cooking down. All right, they're looking good. And I'll give it about 3 more minutes and give it a check. And then I'll see how tender they are. And I'll be back in just a second. All right, hey, let's check it out. That was another 3 minutes. So it was 5 in the beginning. We mixed it around, and then 3 minutes right now. We're gonna mix it around one more. Oh, look at that, caramelizing. Oh, all that sugar is caramelizing. That looks yummy. And you can add more sugar if you want to. So put white sugar instead. You know, whatever you want, man. It's up to you. It's your world, man. I'm just living in it. Okay. So, I'm gonna take one of these, one of the bigger ones. Woo. All right, here we go. That's tender. It's good. Okay. Now, if you want this to thicken just a little, you can put a little cornstarch slurry, which I happen to have a little bit of. but I think it's starting to get, because when that cools, it's actually going to get a little thicker. But yeah, I think we're pretty good right there. I don't need the cornstarch slurry this time, but maybe next time if it's a little loose still. Okay, but that's pretty decent. So I'm gonna let that cool, and we'll be back frying in just a second to show you my chimichanga triangles. And like I said, they're not samosas or whatever, because it's a tortilla. All right, so I call them Chimi-Triangles. We'll see ya. All right, hey, we're back. The apple stuff was ready. It's cooling down, so we're gonna make the shells right now. So it's a chimichanga triangles. Been making these for years. My kids love these ones a lot. Too much. So you cut them in half, just like so. Okay. Show you how to build this. Okay. Take this flour and water, kind of like a paste, just about like that. Okay. Just take your finger. Fix that. Go like this across the top here. See, that's a lot. It's a lot, and it'll cook. Don't believe me, it'll cook. It's fine. It's fine, 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 fine. Like I said, I didn't know these were called samosas. I guess it's kind of like a burrito. People started calling them wraps. Oh, it's a wrap. Why? Well, I made it cold. Well, it's still a burrito. It's a tortilla. But hey, so these are called triangles in my house. These are called triangles. All right, get some decent amount on there, and I'll be back in a second, put the filling. All right, so I'm gonna put the filling in just a second. You go about an inch over here, right there. Pull that a little to make sure that gets over here. A lot of people put them all the way over here, and there's no room for filling. I'm like, what the hell? There's nothing in there. So you have to get the big, huge burrito size. So we do like that. Seal it. A tiny bit on my finger. Put a little here. Put some going this way, just a tiny bit, little squeeze there. And I'll fill it up with some filling in just a second. All right, so we folded it, got it ready. Get our apple, yummy apple filling that we did. Oh my God, it's so good. Let me taste it. Oh my God. So good. Anyway, get that bad boy in there. Just about like that. Get a little of that syrup going. Okay. And you close it up. Pinch it. Pinch it. Pinch it. That glue is going to hold. Make sure you don't leave any holes. Kind of pinch it. You're good. Kind of do a light push to fill it up to the top here. Just a little bit. Re-pinch it. Make sure. Set it to the side. Get your other one. Get your paste back out. Up here again. Up here again. Down here. Just like so. Just like this. Yeah, these are delicious. It's a big family favorite here at the Hickey household, man. I'm telling you. It's crazy good. That's why I'm a big fat guy, because I eat too many of them. Sometimes. I only make them about 2-3 times a month. Not these specifically. I'm saying chimichanga triangles. Chimi-Triangles. Go about an inch over. Fix this one just a little. Squeeze that in. Give it a little push down. That helps you out. Put your fingers inside. Give it a little push. A little push around. Once you get used to them, they're pretty easy. Going a little slower than I normally do, just to kind of show you. I do a light twist, just like that. Kind of do a little pinch right there. We put some more of this yumminess inside there. Put some of this yumminess inside there again. And okay, here we go. Here we go again. And that's about it. And the tortillas. You can experiment with the tortillas. Get a cheap brand. Don't matter. Does not matter. So here we go. You can put more than that in there if you'd like. Actually, I will put a little more in this one. Maybe like so. Maybe. Why not? Maybe see if overfill it. Maybe it'll bust. They do bust occasionally. So you bring it to the top. pinch it again, that glue, and chimichanga triangles are born. There it is. Chimichanga triangle. Nice and pinched. Make sure everything looks good. Everything looks good. Look at this. Look in here. See that how that separates? That's not open. Okay, that's just to set the tortilla. They have like little layers in them. Okay, that's not open. Okay, all right. So we're good. Back in a second. Get this sucker heated up. 365 is about what you want. All right. So here we go. I put these suckers in there. I got it up here like this. So it won't hurt me. I'm gonna do one at a time so we can just see them go. Put them down in there. Let it drop. Hold it down lightly. These tend to float a little. I'm gonna flip them anyway. Okay. So I'm gonna do this start to finish here. They take a little over a minute and a half. Actually, you know what? I'll be back in a second on my first flip. All right. So you don't want this too low because it'll absorb too much grease, too much oil, and it's not going to taste that good, man. All right, so we're going to flip it for the first time. Oops, there we go. All right, there we go. And that is starting to look good and crunchy. That's about what you want it to be right there. That took about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. That's about what you want it to look like. Okay, well, it's still got a little oil on it. Take it over here to my sugar and cinnamon. Get it in there a little bit. It's kind of hot. Flip that sucker. Let it get on there. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that got me. All right. Anyway, so, and that one is done. Put this over here for now. Okay. Put the other one in just like before. Put it in for about a minute and a half. Like I said, about 365. Because it's going to cool from the last one. Okay, we'll be back in a second. I'll show you the first flip. All right, here's the first flip. Well, the only flip that it needs. Come on, bad boy. There we go. And that's just about done. That was only a minute. That one's about little under a minute and a half. So we pick it up. It's all done. You can make them lighter if you want to. I like them a little on the dark side because it gets a little bit better. Okay, put that in the sugar. Woo, that is hot. Hot, hot, hot. I'm for punishment all the time, huh? All right. You put this bad boy over here, and we'll be back in just a minute, me eating it. All right, I let them sit for about 5 minutes. I'm not sure. I think because they're so freaking molten hot in there, they're gonna burn, but let's hope not. Oh, they're kind of warm. They're kind of warm still. All right, here we go. Fingers crossed. I can't get them. I got bad knuckles. All right, here we go. Oh, did any of you hear that noise? Just get a little closer. Hear that? Look, look, look. Freaking crazy good, man. Look, what? I hope you heard that. That's spectacular. Oh my God, that's so good. Make these. Look, it took me no time. And I could probably make, with about 3-4 apples, I can make probably a dozen, maybe more. Yeah, I can make more. I can make more than a dozen, depending on the size of your apple. These are spectacular. There's some of the stuff you already have. You probably have tortillas in your house. If not, get some tortillas. And, oh my God, that's so good. That's so freaking good. Listen, check us out on Local Islander. We should be selling very, very soon all the great food that we make. Amazing. And it's not super expensive. Like, subscribe, comment, and definitely share this. Share it on Facebook. Share it wherever. Let some people, I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. Help me out. All right, make this and you're going to be having all kinds of smiles and happiness in your tummy. Have a good one.